Hey, good morning, team. So you have to understand that the human body is a living organism. The shape of your body right now, the way it is, it doesn't have to be. I mean, it is totally changeable. And because it's a living organism, you can change. You can absolutely adapt, adjust, and remove anything that you're not happy with and change. So that's what I've learned over the last 7 days of my 30-day challenge. I'm on day 8 now, and it's interesting because actually I'm on day 9 now, and it's interesting because maybe I'm on day 8, I'm sorry. But it's interesting because what I'm seeing is how my body is changing, how my physiology is feeling, and I feel much younger, much more alive, and much more in a state of happiness, of well-being. So that's happened in just 7 days. So the physiology changes very quickly if you put yourself into gear. And so the other thing I want to talk about is the 3 truths. So let's say they're the 4th truth. 4 truths. Truth number 1 is you're a living organism. Your physiology, your biology, it all changes and adjusts and adapts based on the effort you put in. Okay, so that's number 1. The other 3 truths are this. Let me point them out. First of all, you're conscious. You have a consciousness, you have a subconsciousness, and you have willpower, the power to will. And so all 4 together work in harmony, and you've got to understand these 3 components in particular because they deliver the end result. So the first one is your consciousness. You have a consciousness, and that is basically 5% of your processing capacity in your mind. It represents your imagination, your ideal, your ability to connect to the higher dimension and get truths, visions of how you want to live, your experiences, your future. It's imagination, pure creativity. Then you have your subconsciousness, or your subconscious, shall I say. That represents 95% of your processing capacity. It's very powerful. It's doing 95% of everything that you are thinking, you're living. It's 95%. And so its job is whatever thought that you have, that vision, when you have it in front of you, its job is to execute that vision. So it's processing all that capacity, that 95% capacity, towards your goal, what you've set it to be, right? And then the 3rd component is your willpower, your power to will. That's the 3rd truth. And so the power to will is outside yourself. It's about your ability to have this consciousness, that this vision that you have here being upheld. So it's like a force field or a field, and its job is to hold the vision that you have as a thought in place so that your subconscious can execute it. So it's very important, because if you don't have that thought and it's down here, it's not available for your subconscious to execute on it. And so you always have to have clarity in your goals, in your thought, and be one directional in your thoughts. So you have to be very clear in your thoughts. So your willpower is your ability to hold a particular thought in place, because once it's in place, then that 95% processing capacity is happening, is taking place. And then when it does, your physiology, the 4th thing, which is you, the living organism, it changes, it's experiencing, it's living, it's happening, it's in real time. So that's what I've learned in the 7 days of the 30-day challenge so far. So it's amazing, and I'm just trying to explain my insight of what I'm learning as I'm executing, as I'm powering will, because I didn't want to do the 20-minute jog. I didn't want to do the jog. And you know, yesterday I didn't want to do the 30-minute jog. I've realized that I have to do 30 minutes a day to push my weight. It's actually gone down. Originally when I started it was 203, and then I realized it was about, you know, all the food that I have in me and I was eating, so I cut down my consumption down to 2 meals a day, and then a light meal, or not even light meal, snacks in the evening, and my weight went down to 200. But over the last 2 days, only 2 days, I've been able to reduce it down to 198. And so that's because I've been watching what I'm eating. I'm not overeating and eating at the wrong times. So I'm not eating after I've jogged. And then what I did was I pushed my willpower to actually be able to jog in the evening, late in the evening, and you know, when I didn't want to do it. And I did that by having this accountability of this vlog, and so I've set up like a structure that's an external willpower. I have my internal willpower, and I'm doing everything to create this thought and hold it there so that my subconscious can process on it. So that's how it's kind of all working. Just a quick message. I will talk to you guys later, and I'll leave the video of what I did last night so you can have a quick glimpse of that as well. Take care, guys. Bye now. Also note that I do put a description, a detailed description down. Sometimes I don't change it all the time, but mostly I'm changing it. And if I'm not changing it, feel free to kind of reread what I'm writing, because I think it explains in a little bit more detail, you know, the points I'm trying to make here on the video as well. Take care. Bye now.
Hey guys, how are you? It's day 8 of the 30-day challenge, and I'm actually running about 1 o'clock in the morning. It's interesting. I just want to fulfill my responsibility, keep to my commitment. I'm not going to do a huge run, probably about 2 minutes. That's not much at all. But given the time of day it is, and that I'm tired, it's actually a pretty good commitment. I'm definitely exercising will, because it's an uphill task to do this, but it's really good. Initially, I set up a commitment in my head to do 20 minutes, but I think I'll be pushing it. I'm sure I could do it, but I don't think it's necessary. However, I think it's necessary to commit and do the jog. So I'm doing the 2 minutes or so. Whew. All right, guys, talk to you later. Definitely interesting running in the silence. But it's a good exercise. Good exercise in mental willpower building. Anything and everything is possible if you set your mind to it. Hey guys, how are you? It's about 1:04 in the morning on a Friday night. Crazy, I know. But I did some work, and then now I'm free, and I wanted to keep to my commitment. And it's interesting because it wasn't just about my commitment. I'd actually powered my will to say that I am actually going to do it. I'm committed to it, and I did it. And granted, I probably wanted to and committed to, in my head, a 20-minute ride or run, and I've just done 7, maybe 8 minutes, and you know, it's okay. It's okay. I kind of feel I have checked the box. And the thing is, what does it make you by doing that? That's the question. The point is, you can do anything that you set your mind to, and it's just about an execution of willpower. Willpower is the key. You can set and do anything, and you can set your mind to do anything that you want it to, and it's just a matter of willpower. So when you have goals, you've got to power the will to execute, focus on your goal and get a result. So that's where I am right now. I'm feeling good, feeling great. I'm on about 199 pounds. Got a lot of excess debris, shall I say, out of my stomach. And I've focused down on to 2 meals a day. The nuts are really helping in the evenings. And I'm trying to focus on good food, which is I did today. You know, that's the key. It's a combination of managing your nutrition, making sure you have energy, keeping your stomach not too heavy, because then you get lethargic as far as the jogging is concerned, and just pushing ahead with that. All right, guys, I'm going to be heading to bed soon, and I will talk to you guys hopefully tomorrow. Bye now. Just a final note, probably technically I really need to be doing 30 minutes a day, because I think that's what my stomach needs to pull it back in, and I really need to focus on that as a goal. And I know I did 8 minutes or 7 minutes today, but I probably need to cut that short as an endeavor and keep to 30 minutes. Easy for me to say after I've done this jog, but let me try and keep to it going forward. I've still got another 22 days to go. Take care.